Vader brought balance. Call it fathering twin force sensitive kids. Thousands of Jedi operating all over the galaxy. Haven't seen any sign of the Sith for decades. Let's bring balance to the Force. Which is exactly what Anakin did by slaughtering the overabundance of Jedi that we had. Because it wasn't balanced. He didn't say he would bring balance permanently. What does balance of the Force even mean? That's a good question. Simply chosen to cause him intense pain and be less efficient. Trying to show how the sequel trilogy messed with the original stories, which was that Anakin would bring balance to the Force. Star Trek X-Men Planet X released in '98. Not even that long ago. Remarking on the uncanny resemblance between the two, they converse via holodeck after a reasonable facsimile of Xavier is programmed into it. Right on. Hey, being indecisive, just finished the Galaxy Explorer and now you want to build the big one again. And no one said how he would bring balance. Right. Balance was brought at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Ah, gotcha. Revenge of the Sith. Gotcha. It's too bad that these people just have nothing better to do with their lives. They're so bored. Welcome back, Aaron. Balance of the Force means whatever the Force wants it to be. Sorry, somebody was insta-banned for being too inconsequential. Just need one more copy of the set, exactly. Is Forest Hideout back? Is it? Can anyone confirm that? Is Forest Hideout back as a gift with purchase? Also, Aaron, welcome back. True balance would be a galaxy full of grays. More pink cones. Balance is not equal number. Yeah. Force Hideout is showing up. After all the people bought the castle with no gift with purchase. What? Gift for purchase not showing up in the US. Okay, not showing up. Okay, so that was false. At least in the US. When you add the qualifying amount to cart. Yes. Okay, I can confirm the gift with purchase is not. There is no gift with purchase in the US right now. Based on just number of parts. Oh, sorry, number of parts. By price. No gift with purchase in the US. Thank you. Okay, again, more misinformation attempt. Galaxy Explorer. Do you think I will cover the alt build separately? Whoa. Please don't say anything about the gift with purchase being in the US if it's not in the US. GP? Not GB? GB is UK. GP, I don't know what that is. It was there the other day, yes. GB, yeah, that's UK. Great Britain. Physical stores have been out of it. Targeted to last till mid-August. They ran out in less than 2 days. Yeah, they ran out the first day, I think it was. No, you're right. It was the second day. RuneScape gold points. Might end up buying another copy. Good. I think you will very much enjoy having that. And then you'll just need to do a third, so you can have all three. They don't let you buy three. I could get a third one from what's called Walmart, but I hope to not do so. Tends to fall apart when you pick it up to fly. Does it? Oh, is it not good for swishing? I'll have to check that out.
The heck is this?
Not into the smallest build. Okay, lack of landing gear kills it for you. All right. Deluxatron says theirs is pretty sturdy. Okay. Running stability is just kind of heavy. Okay. People who hate Star Wars the most are Star Wars fans. Yeah. This is factual and common. Yeah, it's not a Star Wars specific thing.
This is the way.
What the? Yeah, it's up for debate. Very heavy. Things weaken if you're holding on in a bad spot because of the weight. Fair. That makes sense. You just have to be careful. Know where to handle it. Hold it from the wing. Yeah. It would be unreasonable to ask for. Holding by the wing is okay. What? Grab it by the top and it gets pulled off? Yeah, that's not a design issue. That's a usage issue. If you attempt to grab it by the top, that's operator boo-boo. It is not, Aaron. Every source that I've seen has said that it is not possible to build both with one set. However, obviously when you build either of the alternates, you're left with a ton of pieces. So the most reasonable option if you want all three is to buy two sets and then bricklink the parts for the smallest, the necessary parts for the smallest that aren't included in the first place. Mid-size one is incredibly swishable. Giant ship not going to have much interior space. I think it's going to be less than it looks like right now.
Actually, Jag.
The alt builds of the Galaxy Explorer are sets 918 and 924, or at least analogs to them. So the smaller versions, they're based on smaller versions of the original classic spaceships. Photos? Yeah, they're all over. Some instructions are out. Try to make something in the shape of Benny's spaceship with just the parts. Yeah, that could be an interesting challenge. Kind of meta. Benny's was very strongly inspired by all the classic spaceships, the original era classic spaceships. It wasn't intended to be a galaxy explorer the way that the new one is, you know. Why are smaller? Why are brown? Why is brown in general? Husix? How do I pronounce that? Brown in general, as well as dark brown and dark red, were both very fragile for a number of years. And for some reason, LEGO did not recognize the problem, even though tons, hundreds, if not thousands of AFOLs were complaining about it. It took LEGO a very long time to accept that it was a problem and fix it. The problem has allegedly been fixed within the past year or so, but there are still a lot of old, fragile pieces out there, unfortunately. A lot. Art, good night, take care. Thanks for hanging out. I want to build a maxi fig of Benny. Would be neat. Oh, heck yeah. Is it Hughesy X or Hughesy X? Hughesy or Whoosy X? It's Hughesy X with a Y sound in there, or no? Favorite back in the day was the second one, Starfleet Voyager. Benny's had canard wings, kind of reminiscent of that. Okay. Mandalorian Imperial Light Cruiser, best ship for swishing, is it? With a Y. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the patience there. I will try to remember that. I may have to ask you again at some point in the future. But eventually I will get it. Eventually I will remember. Figs of Forceman and Santa. Hey, nice. 70 cm tall Pikachu and Mario. Sweet. Dig the heck out of that. Looks like a landing ship. Yeah. For sure. Higgins boat. Agreed. All right, well, that was a very large bag one, and took me entirely too long while arguing very emotionally and emphatically about Star Wars never having been the greatest bit of cinema in history. Also still not being great, but still loving it. Benny's looks nothing like Starfleet Voyager. Oh, it's just the canard wings. I see. Pikachu has a big bum, so that's the heaviest, probably 20 pounds. Jeesh. Is it solid? Is it completely solid? Best movie ever. Just movie ever is this Christmas special. The rocket transporter launcher, the big one with the blue base and 8 wheels, was it? Yes, they need to do that. Yes, please. Not solid, but nearly 60 studs wide. Gosh, dang it. It's huge. Dang. Gosh. Whew. We don't, and we hate ourselves for it. I felt that. I felt that. My favorite part about the Star Wars Holiday Special was Luke Skywalker's blush and lipstick, both. The blush and the lipstick. Those were my favorite parts that I thought made the most sense. Mando is pretty great. Let's see, I heard great things about Clone Wars series, but overall, it's not great. But the 7 to 9 hit a new low. Ultimate issues that Marvel was great. Disney found a way to make it even cooler. Huh. There are plenty of Marvel fans that will disagree with you on that and say that Disney has ruined Marvel. You know? Disney is supposed to have the talent and budget to make Star Wars amazing. This is the problem? I never thought of it from that perspective. But you're absolutely right. They should be able to make it great. Truly great. I never thought of it from that perspective. Kind of makes it... Yeah, that kind of makes it worse that they didn't. I never in my mental rusings, I don't think I ever gave Disney the credit that they should deserve, you know, that they should have the ability to do really, really, really well by Star Wars. And I should expect even more than I already do. Quality is absolutely subjective. Yep. A lot of people that do like the stuff they're doing. True. Favorite? Oh, God. Right. Moving right along. Seems great in comparison to the rest. Yeah. Travel out of Cape Canaveral for regular launch took 2 hours. Dang. Natural outcome of lowest common denominator filmmaking. Yes, lots of money means no experimentation because a flop is a huge deal. Indeed. Marvel fan never faulted them for taking some liberties. Okay, for the sake of it. Being on the big screen.
Jay.
Yeah. The fact that all those heroes could be on the screen at once and not be confusing made Marvel digestible for people unfamiliar. Indeed. Did good work overall. Right on. No, I know. 100% it's a joke. The video game player person. The thing is that I have had interactions with the quartering guy before he did a lot of things, tried a lot of things, and unfortunately overlapped with the space that I was in at the time. And he had a completely different thing going. The thing that he does now is 100% made up. It's just for entertainment. He's been searching for a way to make money by just existing for a very long time. He has tried a lot of different and failed at a lot of different things. This one just happens to have caught on. But he has no skin in the game. I don't think he believes any of the stuff that he even says. It's just for the content. And it works better because it's more like a spin-off. Yeah, but when they start showing Fett, Obi-Wan, characters you relate to, then it nosedives. We have higher expectations then, right? See, I liked Obi-Wan. especially the Obi-Wan parts of Obi-Wan. Season 1 greater than Season 2. Season 2 has too many cameos. Oh, the cameos, yeah. There's way too many cameos in it. Some of them I liked, but there were too many. What put me over the edge with the cameos for Mando was the inclusion of both the Treadwell droid and the R5, was it? R5D3, was it? That is literally the exact one that sacrificed its motivator unit in order to ensure that Luke got R2D2. Like some Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, legit cried at the end. Was powerful. Yeah, that's good Star Wars. Yeah. It's easy to overthink that. It's easy to, or not even overthink it, but just recognize and focus on what was wrong with it, because there was plenty that was wrong with it. You know, if you want to take it more seriously, you can easily make a legitimate argument about a lot of what we liked being actually not great. But it was ultimately just entertainment, and it was good entertainment to those who enjoyed it, you know? Where it really stops is when it swaps over to the actors. They have no blame at all in the game. They just say the lines are given, are blameless victims. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of what you're specifically referring to with Star Wars, I definitely agree with you. I think that there are bad actors, or there are actors who are not right for a part in the first place. Yeah, not all actors, I think, are the best actors. But in the context of Star Wars, a lot of the blame that goes to the actors, I agree, is unwarranted. R5D4, thank you. People have trouble separating actors from the characters, yeah. Sequel trilogy, great casting. It was pretty good, and the sequel trilogy was technically masterful. The cinematography, the practical effects, the visual effects, a lot of that was amazing. The audio, just really good stuff there. Can't blame an actor for getting cast in a part they're not fit for. That's true. That's true. You're right. You are right. You are absolutely right about that. A lot of people forget how many people are involved in the making of a movie. Absolutely. Most of us have no idea at all. Should know this by now. You know, I need to. It goes on. Also, they get like. Yeah, the point is, they do get hired. They audition, and if they're not right, then they shouldn't get hired. From a certain point of view. I would love to see a more cynical and more real from a certain point of view. Do a full deepfake AI reconstruction Alec Guinness and just have a sit down with him as Obi-Wan, as old Ben, and ask him, or even as Force Ghost Ben, and ask him questions about, okay, what about such and such? Because that was cow patty, right? And then have him give the from a certain point of view explanation for every single thing that didn't actually make sense. Certain point of view confirms that Tarkin was gay. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Right on. Doesn't change anything for me, but it's cool to know. I can put, okay, go through all the scenes, go back. Doesn't change anything. Okay, cool. Have him start with, from a certain point of view, Jar Jar is the key to everything. Jet, how's it going? Thank you so much for the resub. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. What have you been up to recently? Hope for your monthly resub. Hope you've been good busy. Video game player person, thank you for using your exclamation prime to continue for now 4 months of that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. There's a story told through the perspective of video and text files sent via mouse droid between Tarkin and a stormtrooper. Basically end up having an affair. Empire didn't care about sexualities of troopers, and especially the officers, but preferred they keep it to themselves. Okay. Huh. With a trooper. Wow. Why do we have to know? It's we don't have to, and we don't. In fact, we don't. Right? Don't over exaggerate. And yes, I know that's a redundant statement. No need to over exaggerate. For the sake of hyperbole, but it's about inclusion and the fact that there was exclusion, there was almost universal exclusion throughout Hollywood for the overwhelming majority of its existence. So a little bit of inclusion, a little bit of recognizing that in fantasy, people with different attributes can exist also is healthy, and a little bit is not too much. A little bit is not all, you know? There is such a thing as forced inclusiveness. There is such a thing as, you know, putting somebody into a part because they have a certain attribute of whether that attribute be ethnicity or orientation or skin tone separate from ethnicity or hair color or, you know, any kind of thing where they want a specific look or they want a specific attribute, but the person is not correct for the part, then it doesn't matter what their attributes were. If they're not right for the part or they're not right for the job, they're not right for the job. But, yeah, Hollywood was all straight, white, male dominated for the majority of his existence. We can have a few people who don't fit that mold, you know, especially since there are a few people in the world who don't fit that mold in reality, and that's okay. That's okay. Humans are diverse for a very long time, and almost all of the media was not diverse. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I don't like stuff that gets what I feel inappropriately preachy or tries to virtue signal loudly for the sake of saying, hey, look at us, we're being good people. But are you really, though? You know, or are you just...
Indeed.
Are you just putting somebody out there and pointing at them and say, look, we did this, so we're good now, right? That's ingenuine. But just recognize that there's more than one type of person in, you know, one set of attributes of human beings in the world, in fantasy as well. Good busy, just realized you had pre-ordered the Scythe and Starfire. A little awkward waking up to random charge. Well, at least both of those are good sets. At least you didn't order this set that I'm building right now, the Justifier. Still shipping foe and pin. Thank you, Hammond Transit. Michael Jai White to play me in the Jang movie? Dude, there's no way. There's no way I would die from unworthiness. God. Also, Disney's version of representation is short 2-second shots that can be edited out before China airs it, so it's still a work in progress. Yeah? No. Isn't a lot of it just like J.K. Rowling saying Dumbledore was gay 10 years after releasing the books, virtue signaling without meaning or impact? There is some of that. Yes, there is some of that. I don't know that one there in particular enough to be able to comment on that, but some of that does exist. J.K. Rowling is an entirely different can of worms, yes. But extracting it to just that one, I personally don't know about that specific situation, but I definitely see that virtue signaling is something that exists, that can be very ingenuine sometimes. Maybe recognize that having female knights in a children's toy is not an attack. Oh yeah, that one got pretty bad. Emotional damage. Especially considering some of the stuff she said since, yeah.
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Can live without needing to think about it already. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Go HYD, hello. How's it going? What does that stand for, by the way? Two for the homies. Has impact regarding Grindelwald. Yeah, that's another matter. Doesn't make her a better person. Agreed. Headcanon thing with fans for a long time was lack of representation in books. Then she's kind of went, sure, whatever. Okay. I mean, it's so counterpoint to what I just said, right? Okay. Maybe she's not actually a great person in all ways, and did that as a virtue signaling kind of give-in sort of thing. But did that do any harm? Even if it didn't come from a genuine place of goodness from her? Did it do any harm, or was it actually a good thing ultimately? Did it do more good than it did what's the word that I'm looking for? Virtue signaling, I guess. Said the Dumbledore stuff years before she said the bad things, but I don't think that her mindset changed that much. She might have even meant it, you think? Jang and usually emotional damage. Doesn't mean she didn't already believe the bad things. Yeah. Robot Wizards. Nixonite had some of those. Well, it had one. I don't understand what you mean, Amy. More enough bad things in the books themselves, outside of her own opinions. Actually, a cyborg wizard? Except when he uploaded, when he became 2.0. Then he was effectively bought. You know, no physical, no biological element. For large corporations can be good in some instances because it helps to normalize people's differences when portrayed in advertising and media on the regular. Yeah. Even if it's just done to try to get good PR, can still ultimately do good, even if it didn't come from a good place. Not the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Queer people in media aren't allowed to be happy. And are often killed off. That's what the trope is. I see. Huh. Do you think that Dumbledore fit into that? I know he was troubled. But was it in a... I don't know, was it in an unfair way? Or was it just some characters can be troubled and that's okay? What did you just join? You just joined a my stream. Watching the WB Discovery merger collapse. Oh no! Oh no! Really? I have not seen anything about that. Yeah, you know how it is. Sometimes we're very chill, sometimes we're very silly and wild, and sometimes we have vigorous discussions about tough topics, because I think that it's important to be able to have vigorous discussions about tough topics as long as we're respectful of one another and don't cause harm. I think it's good to have adult conversations in a fair and respectful way, you know. Voice different opinions, converse, bounce things off one another. Only person he was attracted to was his enemy, who spent his entire life in prison before getting murdered. Canceled the Batgirl movie despite having almost finished it. Yep, will never be shown anywhere after $90 million invested. Going to fold HBO Max into Discovery Plus. They're going to do it the other way. It's not going into Discovery Plus. It's going into HBO. Please tell me it's not going into Discovery. Please. I can understand the push to consolidate. There are too many streaming services right now. Exclusive streaming services. Folding HBO Max in. Saying goodbye to original scripted series? No. No. That's not no. 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 Haven't seen any articles or anything corroborating this rumor. No. No, they're not doing that. Always like to guess what I'm building. Guessing rocket-powered hammer. You're very close. You're very, very, very close. Removed 6 HBO Max originals and streaming exclusive in the past few days. Where did they move them to? Makes a lot of sense to roll them together. No sense running multiple sets of. Don't know what CDN is. Infrastructure. Content distribution network. Content delivery network. Okay, they didn't move them anywhere. They're just gone. They'll bring them back. They'll be put somewhere else. They're moving them. Unless it was absolutely valueless content, they will simply move it. How does this part compare? I will show you. Good question. Holy heck. Big Buckorama. It's been a minute. I hope you've been good. Hope you've been good busy. Imagine Flash is next. Hope they folded into HBO better platform. Thank you for 8 months. 2 whole minutes. All right, so here's what Squirrel asked for. Comparison between this and this piece here. Canceling a bunch of stuff, getting rid of it for tax reasons so they can make some money back. Oh, dang. Oh, that's rough. That's rough for fans with expectations. But that's financial stuff for you. It is not emotion based, it is number based. Sometimes that can result in things that regular people don't enjoy at all. I got nothing for that. Nothing excuse wise. I like. DC such a mess. Interested in the Batman continuing? Yeah. Seeing the Flash film. Be better if they did cancel it from what you're hearing. Really? Questionable choices regarding cameos and fan service? Ah. Math is hard, yeah. Let's see. So this is still going. Flash is fine. Writer confirmed that? Really? Psycho Gundam complete. Nice. Congrats. Return of the Baturn. Yeah, me too. Me too. I would like to see that continue. I would like to see 2 more films. 2 more Battinson films. I can't even begin to tell you how much money for a provider cable TV rebroadcasting doesn't bring in. Margins are pathetically low. Okay. Networks continually ask for more, claiming compensation for low viewership, not taking their own network streaming services into account. Huh. This racket. Wow. Using CG to resurrect a guy who died decades ago for a fist pump moment, killing a modern interpretation of the same character off screen. What? What? That all sounds weird. Talking about The Flash. Debating whether it has been canceled, ended. I know canceled is a very loaded term these days. Ended by corporate or not. Or if it should be. The new Flash movie. Production is fine, still happening. Huh. So it's spoilers, I guess. MG Mark II Titan supposed to be in stock at Gundam Planet, 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Listed at low quantity, so good luck. But try. Thank you, Robot Wizard, for doing the good work like you always do. It's beyond anything that could be asked. Expecting to fail, man.
You're welcome.
You just want to grill. MG Phoenix is supposed to be in then too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no way. 100% certain. I have zero chance. Also marked low quantity. Yep, I can understand that being low quantity. That means there's more on the way. Yeah. I appreciate that. Discretion, Novasword. Spend extra, get the rare narrative version. We could have both. We could both have the same unicorns. Of Phoenix? I always say Phoenix. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Peacemaker potentially on the chopping block? No. A few other distributors than Bandai US. Oh, interesting. Oh, that is wild. This assembly right here. Look at this. Wow, look at this.
Is that legal?
It is, because it's tiles. Mm-hmm. Still make mocks? Yep. Still got my whole city. Exclamation city. People who had superhero stuff even liked it. Loved it.
Blood? I will make it legal.
Look at that. Even if it's legal, it still makes you uncomfortable. Fair. I can understand that. Now it gets even better.
Unnatural.
What? I gotta check out my dog. I'll be right back.
Hello?
I felt a great disturbance in the force.
All is well. Just hearing sounds and trying to mentally reconstruct what he was doing based on those sounds. One of the possibilities I came up with was potentially not great, potentially a little bit dangerous and weird, and definitely not something I wanted him to do, but it wasn't what he was doing at all. So it's all good. But I took the opportunity to get some fresh dew, so maybe I can inject some fresh energy into myself and get to building this thing like a heck of a lot faster. Gosh, we've had some deep conversations about some potentially highly divisive topics. But once again, chat has been good to one another. We haven't all agreed on stuff, but that's okay. Fundamentally, we've been good to one another. We've been respectful. And I appreciate that. And I think that deserves to be celebrated again. Because that is increasingly rare, and we've got it. And we should be happy about that. Yeah? Cheers to that. Choose love, choose lime, choose choose love, choose kindness, and most of all, choose limes. No. You go away, banned squiggle mouse. People on the internet can discuss things without resorting to threats, name calling, and generally childlike behavior. Absurd. It's okay to disagree. Absolutely. Not okay to shut down conversation when you don't agree with someone. Yeah, or to be a lot worse than that. Rip squiggle mouse. Let's see. Missed opportunity to have hey. Yeah. Let's see. Handful of things canceled since by WB since Discovery and merger. Entirety of CNN Plus. Yeah, that didn't need to exist. Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer. Oh, they stopped Snowpiercer. We watched the Snowpiercer every time. Dang it. Oh, I'm sad about that. Legends of Tomorrow. Never followed that, but I didn't hear a lot bad about it. Batwoman, Wonder Twins film. Right after the lead actors were announced. Might not have been a good idea in the first place. Scoob sequel, almost completely done. Batgirl, which was... oh, okay. I thought it was done. It was deep in post-production. I see. Still. Strike Freedom GCP getting a RG global release. Right on. Trying to stick to 100 for main hero suits. Good attempt. Okay. So, they should be mourned by Aussie crap. Greatly appreciate that today. Medical stuff is progressing kind of scary, so it's nice to see discourse and humor in the same place. Oh no, I didn't know what was going on. Are you okay? Not Willy Wonka's Fantastic Train 4. So they are still making... Come on! Chat! How many times? How many times? How many times? Are they or are they not finishing season 4 of Snowpiercer? Yes or no? How messed up is our tax system? Corporation thinks it can make more money writing off of $90 million investments than actually releasing it? No, I get that. I actually understand that. It can seem messed up in a simple form, but I can see how that can happen. That one wasn't particularly bad. It was just okay. It was starting to get interesting toward the end of last season. That's the case at the end of every last season, though. I wanted to watch it, but just never was able to find the time. Black female lead, major trans character, and Brendan Fraser was in it. I didn't know that. Gunzo's supposed to get PG Wing Custom. Decent price. MG Alex's price isn't so great. Okay. Probably means they'll finish. There will be final season 4. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Yes, thank you, CM. Advertising costs same or more as the film. Yeah. Don't look up how the NFL is a non-profit organization. I'm sorry, what? Keaton was supposed to be the thread through new DC movies. Sounds like that's being
It's a
toned
weird
down.
glitch, isn't
Oh,
it?
dang it. Affleck replacing him? Oh, no. Oh, Affleck instead of Keaton. No. Oh, that's just sad. Oh. He's going to play the villain Firefly. Really? He was going to play Firefly? What? J.K. Simmons was going to be back as Gordon, following up on his appearance in Justice League. Keaton was going to reappear. It was going to take place after the Flash. Ah. So they don't pay taxes? No way. Yeah, exactly. Batfleck wasn't bad, but Keaton all the day. Exactly. Especially for legacy. That's like, I mean, that feels a little bit to me too much like Hayden Christensen, end of Return of Jedi. You know? Wackadoodle blood work, some weird levels of vitamins, super low iron. Oh, could be simple anemia stuff or something scarier. Getting in early with the doctor you wanted next week. Okay, gonna speak to a hematologist in the meantime. Okay. Really liked Batfleck. Thought the grit he brought to it was perfect. Okay. Completed all your Apple Watch rings for 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Decent Batman. Not the best, yeah. Pretty good in the Snyder Cut. Not bad. Affleck not replacing Aquaman movie is coming out before Flash now, so they had to have Affleck be in it because the continuity wouldn't make sense for Keaton to appear. Okay, that's confusing. I think I see how that works out. Oh, like exercise goals. Oh, okay, nice. I thought you meant like crafting something custom for the thing is out. Okay, nice. Well, congrats. Half your family is in the hospital? What? Hydrating and sleep good. My heart is just being torn in a million directions right now. This is rough. I mean, woe is me, you know, but gosh. Oh. Will Bruce Campbell be replacing Amber Heard in the new Aquaman? Yes, please. If that doesn't happen, cancel them all. All of them. All of Hollywood. Just end it. No more Hollywood.
I literally can't win.
If you're real, someone else might feel less alone. Yeah, no, not. I appreciate it. Bruce Campbell isn't the new Sea Queen. You're breaking things. Oh, wait, there was an actual push for that? That's amazing. Flash movie has timeline stuff. Keaton will be the main Batman in the universe. Aquaman now comes up before